Reggie just texted me on the side and said something about prosthetic ankles.
No, I did not. Don't lie to these folks, Trent, man. Don't lie to them.
Something is wrong.
You better stop messing with the afflicted.
Look here, I'll take my chance.
They gonna get you.
They gonna get you before they get me. I know how to say no. No, I'm lying.
Okay.
No, they didn't got me. How you open your cup?
You flip that little lid. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Good job.
Back into it, man. Tennessee has lost the last 2 games. And
buzzer beater type games. But it has been in the SEC. It lost against Vandy 65-66. They lost to Missouri 86-85.
They beat Auburn by 3 points, 43-46. They lost against Florida 54-67, and they beat Texas. I'm trying to see how in the world they still in the top 10 right now with them type of losses, especially to Florida. 54-67. I don't know. Basketball is a little different, but as we know in the SEC, well, back when I was playing, or back when I was in school, a little bit before my time, the basketball schools was the Vandys and it was the Floridas at the time when I was in school. I think the year before I got in school, Florida had won football, basketball, track, and it was something else they won. I don't know, was it baseball or not? Softball. Yeah, softball. That's what it was. Florida always had a good little basketball team. But the stuff that Tennessee's doing right now is amazing. They have always had good coaches. Reggie, put the bag down.
Man, I love my
the bag down.
Okay,
you just got the chips and no dip.
I'm hungry, man. I just got done working out. I need a little energy, man.
Then you should have brought the food I made you last night and heated it up.
I didn't have time.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about heating it up when I got home.
So you hungry? Want some DoorDash?
No, I don't want no DoorDash. I want my Chex Mix. But Trent said no.
You can have it on the break.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, but Tennessee has always been good in. Their baseball team has always been solid. You know, girls basketball always been solid. You know, Pat Summitt is one of my favorite coaches of all time.
I got to meet her right before she passed.
I wish I got to meet her, man, because they said she was a heck of a lady.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, my ex got to play for her, but right before she got sick. So,
yeah, she was a cool person. Like, she was so cool. I met her at the ESPYs, and she was a fan. She was trying to put me on somebody. I don't know, was it her niece or one of her coaches that she was just like that cool. Like, hey, I got somebody you can meet. Like, this is my such and such. I don't know, was a goddaughter or something.
She must have had some height on her.
Yeah, she had some height on her.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much. I don't want you to get home and get knocked out.
Oh, no, man, listen. I am grown.
Okay,
being grown.
Shit. Okay,
grown.
Got the grown. You got to worry about that, baby.
Yeah, I bet look here.
But man, like meeting Coach, she was different. You know what I mean? You could tell she was a winner within her spirit, within herself. Even the way that she, cared for her son. She had only one son.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was a cancer took her out. I think she passed. Was it cancer she passed from?
I believe so. Some type of cancer.
Yeah. Was it a brain? Whatever it was. But you can tell all her players was genuinely like in love with her, like far as a coach and as a woman and with her statue. She meant a lot to a lot of people, especially
she had Alzheimer's.
Yeah. At an early age too.
Mm-hmm. She was.
How old was she?
She was.
That's the way at 64.
64. Yeah.
Yeah, that is young.
But she caught Alzheimer's before then, though, right? It was because I remember at the ESPYs they had gave her an award, and I think she had retired at this time too.
Mm-hmm.
It says in this article that her death came 5 years after she was diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But I'm talking about like you respect her on the Nick Saban
she
level.
Yes, because she was at one point she had the most wins
Yeah.
in college basketball, I believe, as a coach.
Yeah.
Until I think Mike Krzyzewski passed her.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say so. Yeah, so man, she was a beast. Like she got everything out of her players, and that's all you ask of a coach.
Man, you know I used to have a crush on
Candace Parker.
Yes, bro.
Till Sheldon got her.
Yeah. Everybody used to have a crush on.
Man,
Candace.
I ain't gonna lie, my girl was
Maya
Maya
Moore.
Boy, talk your stuff. My girl was Maya Moore, boy.
That dog on Maya.
Boy. And her dude took out the game too. No, but that was cool though. For what she did, she used her platform to get her now husband out of jail. Man, that's cool. But I still wish she would have kept playing while doing that. But
that's big.
It is. But everybody's calling is different. So
yeah, that's big. Like to be able. We talking about Maya Moore now, y'all. To be able to get your husband out by using your platform. People don't realize like women basketball players don't get paid a lot.
They don't.
And so they got to go get another job or go play overseas right after their season. Like they got to play basketball all year round.
And what's crazy to me, they have to take commercial flights.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they don't have private like men's basketball, football, and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like it's crazy to me how in college you can have a private flight, but you get to the pros where you get paid and you supposed to be a superstar, but they got y'all walking through the airport.
No security.
No security.
Nothing.
You got to go through security just to get on.
Yeah, I can't remember. I want to say this. This might have been for the draft or for the Heisman. Yeah. All I know, we was in New York and Baylor team was out there. They was getting on the flights and stuff.
Don't tell me you saw Brittany Griner.
Yeah,
BG, boy, one of my favorite players.
And BG, like that's one of my favorite. I only met her for like maybe, I guess an hour or something. But we was at the SB together. But she, talking mess to me. I'll tell her I dunk on her. Like, sit your little something down. You ain't gonna do nothing. And I'm just looking at her like, yeah, you right. She got to be every bit of 6'8".
Yeah, the Lord do not to make me 6 feet. I'll be hooping. Sorry, Alabama football fans.
Not to make me 6 foot. I was jumping out the gym. You made me an extra inch.
Hey, we still got to hoop. You know what? In the future, me and Trent, man.
Anytime, listen, we got a court.
What we gonna do?
We got a court.
We need to do a celebrity basketball game.
Let's do it.
That would be fun.
Get me, Langham. I will say Prince.
Pick a piece.
He all right with his knees?
We ain't gonna get no old cats that can move. We gonna get some guys that can hoop.
Can't get Mike because Mike, he's still recovering from his heel. He had tore his Achilles.
Oh, by that time he should be good.
Man, listen, if I Mike, I wouldn't even want to step on the court no
more. Well, no. You know what?
You're gonna get Christian Jones.
Give me Schmitty.
Come on, Schmitty over there.
Schmitty over there. Give me Schmitty. I know Schmitty gonna play some defense.
You can ball. You can ball.
I got y'all outside the arc.
See what I'm saying? Stop playing with Schmitty, man. Stop playing with my guy.
He said, I got skills.
Schmitty gonna shoot the bottom of the nets.
You can have Lisa.
I'm trying to figure out why the laugh is like really hard on that comment.
I don't know why he laughed so hard.
How Trent looking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this man laughed, Lisa.
And he's gonna put me on a court where all these men like.
No, we're gonna have a woman out there too.
And how you know I don't know how to play basketball?
I seen you walk.
Man, we gotta take a break, bro. We gotta take a break.
Don't fight me. I'm just messing.
We're gonna get us a celebrity basketball.
Hey, Smitty, cut the cameras off when you go to
hey, Smitty,
break.
If you love me, you ain't gonna do that.
I'm about to him all the way up.
Okay,
I'm gonna stop.
No, you're not. No, you won't.
Definitely.
I'm gonna give her a hug.
It's gonna be natural.
We'll be right back with the ropes with TR3.
The new year is here and tax time is just around the corner. It would be a great time to purchase your new home. Capco Builders is a company who has been building manufactured homes for the last 20 years. If you are in the state of Alabama, go by and see one of our local retailers today. J&J Homes in Coleman, Repo Land in Albertville, Oxford Housing in Oxford, Freedom Homes in Jasper, Miller Homes in Opelika, Discount Home Sales in Enterprise, Spartan in Summerdale, Daystar in Sylacauga and Clanton, and always remember, Cabco Builders, where quality comes first.
Welcome back. Welcome back with the ropes with TR3. I know you had said some over the break, Reggie. We were sitting there talking off camera. I guess just off the show for a little bit while we was on commercial break. I know you had some news, breaking news.
Yeah, man. Trayshawn Holden, receiver, used to play for Bama, was kicked off Oregon's football team, man, for in danger with a weapon or something like that. I know I got to get more details about it, but man, I don't. It seems like every time a guy leaves, Alabama program, it seems like they just get in trouble, man, for the dumbest stuff. Like, man, you got a chance to provide for your family for the rest of your life, create generational wealth the way you know how, and you want to sit up here and have weapons. And I don't know if he had a gun or what type of weapon it was, but man, come on.
I was like, for what reason?
Exactly. And like, you're a student athlete, man. There's nothing gangster about that, or you know what I'm saying? Like, the gangster thing about being an athlete, man, is being able to provide for your family, going to school and getting a degree. Some of the people you grew up around maybe never thought about could do it. You know, I'm the youngest in my family. I'm the seventh child my mom had, and I'm the only child my dad had.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all my siblings, I'm the only one to graduate from a major university, and I'm the youngest.
Wow.
Like, I get it. My people went through their trials and their tribulations. Everybody's route is different. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man, you can't. Come on, you went from one historic program to another just to get kicked off the team. Come on, we got to do better, man. Dan Lennon is a good dude. He was one of the GAs when I was at Bama. So for him to kick you off, man, it had to be severe, some detrimental, like you said, and that doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, come on now, guys, keep y'all nose clean, man. Do what you're supposed to do, provide for your family, and stay out the way, and grind and make all the money you can, do what you love to do if you get the opportunity. But that ain't the way, man. Now your reputation is scarred over something that could have been totally prevented, you know. So
my thinking with this, man, you done came too far.
Exactly.
You done came too far. You know, we're not trying to beat this kid down, man, because I know, you know, people do go through stuff, and it, you know, it is life out there beyond college sports. And so, you know, I was, and I know if Mike was sitting here right now, he was sitting there and say, well, let's not judge this kid, and let's
look at the reason behind it.
Look at the reason behind it. Let's try to sit down and talk to this kid and be able to, you know, understand what he's, you know, going through. And so with that, from the news that we got yesterday, right, from the mass shooting on Michigan State campus, it's kind of hard to juggle it from hearing that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it to where it's like, bro, stay out of trouble. Trouble's easy as hell to get in, but it's hard as hell to get out of.
Whew, you said something there.
Yep.
Like for real.
That's the perfect statement.
But it's kind of, I don't know, man. I know with that information from yesterday, bro, with that Michigan State shooting, like that touched my heart, bro, because like, man, 2 years, my daughter be graduating and going to Alabama. Like 3 years, my youngest daughter be going to Alabama. So it's like, man, like how do you separate the two? But it's like, I get it. Like he might have grew up in an environment like that. That's what he know. But I feel like this after your second year, after your first year, you should be comfortable enough to know, like on college campus, you should be able to, especially for athletes, to be comfortable not to have a weapon or to even get caught with something.
And like I get it, like being in that environment, like I have family members,
especially if you're not licensed,
right? Especially if you're not licensed, but if you know you different and got the opportunity, man, and you know you want it real bad, and you seen everybody else go down the road, like you gotta go a different way, man, of doing things about things, you know, because like I have family members, you know, got locked up. My brothers and them friends I grew up with, like my brothers, one of our partners, he killed somebody, you know what I'm saying? So like I know I was the youngest, and one thing my dad always taught me, man, just see everybody else around you and the way that they're doing things and try to do it different. You know, like don't try to be like everybody else.
Watch the company.
Right.
And just what you said yesterday about learning certain things growing up or experiencing certain things, just like you learn things, you can unlearn them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make an effort to do that.
That's an effort because it takes 21 days to create and break a habit.
That's what I'm talking about. Law of attraction.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, we agree with some. I love this.
Damn, my time.
Man, what?
Took long enough.
Man,
but it does. I practice that every day, you know, and just because you say that, oh, that come from here and I come from there, and that's who I am. No, that's not exactly who you are. You know,
it's not.
You can change who you are. That doesn't mean that makes you hard, soft, whatever the case may be. But anything can be unlearned.
Oh, most definitely. Anything can be. But it's all about what you want to do. Like, it's no excuses because people then came out of worse situations than probably what you're going through.
Absolutely.
But it's just your mental mindset and how you are disciplined enough to keep yourself on track and engaged on what you want. And like any successful athlete to tell you, any successful athlete had to be disciplined to some form or extent just to get what they wanted.
And even with like past friends, you still have to vet them as well when you get to a certain level, because there's some people you can't take with you.
Ooh, everybody can come, but everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go.
Man, I'm a real big believer of having your own story, your own blessing, your own lane, staying in your lane. What's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. And so I tell people all the time now at my old age, like, like I wish I had somebody like me now, like back then. Like I wish I had somebody that went through the ropes, that wink, y'all heard me, that went through it before I did. Went to college. Only person we had before me was my brother, and you know, everybody got that rich uncle, you know, but he wasn't, you know, far as being around because you know he moved elsewhere.
So sometimes they separate themselves from military, the family.
Yeah. That's sometimes the worst ones.
Yeah.
And so with my brother, he went to school, and you know we was in school at the same time. My freshman year was his last year, so we would, you know, I mean, it was all. We didn't know. We didn't know a lot of stuff. So, but when we come home, you see the same stuff that are happening, and so it's kind of hard to kind of train somebody else's mind when you barely, you know, when yours is just barely functioning when you get back to the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by, like, you know, training their mind, not training them like a dog, but letting them know, like, hey, bro, this stuff is not normal.
It's something better. This is not life itself. There's other things.
This is not the only way of life.
Right.
And so I had two of my best friends. One was my blood cousin, and we used to call the other one our cousin, but we was best friends. All three of us. And I had them come down for like a weekend. They ended up staying like a week or two because they was so used to having to watch their back. I mean, we went down on the strip in Tuscaloosa, and this is when I was still staying in Bryan, so it had to be my freshman. This is like after the national championship too. And so we're down there, like somebody messed up a bumper, but it was Reggie.
Man, look, I keep moving this, man. I'm listening. My fault. I'm trying to get comfortable.
You get in
My
trouble.
back is big in this
The
chair.
mic is over there beating Reggie up.
Man.
Big back Reggie.
Nah, Lisa.
What? You
I
said
love
it.
you.
I love you too, but you said
this
it.
is an A
You
and B
said my
conversation.
back is big.
Okay.
Well, okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stay out of it. But you did say it.
I'm gonna get on them two pinky toes you got.
I don't have two big toes.
Oh, what you got, nubs?
Man, we got on the same color shoes. Stop.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
My fault, Trent. Keep going.
Carry on.
You started it.
Nah, but they had well, somebody had messed up a bump. Just walking. It's, the script is clouded, and so the script is very. It's a lot of people down there, and somebody messed up a bump, and they was ready to turn. Like they're for the.
You mean like a car bumper?
Nah, like walking, and somebody
Oh,
brushed
just
his
bump
shoulder
you
a
like
little bit,
that.
but he didn't. It wasn't even a light.
It was
that, but
unintentional,
just,
but he was ready to
yeah,
fight.
it was just one of them things. Like, and I had to let him, bro. Like, nah, this ain't that. Like,
Yeah.
we ain't at home.
You gotta realize who you with, man. Like,
Know
you
your
with me.
environment.
Because if y'all do something, it's gonna
Gonna
come
fall
down
back.
on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, from that weekend, it was like, bro, can we stay for a little longer, bro? Like, I'm so comfortable here, bro. Like, we ain't gotta.
You know what? They like that
look
calmness.
around. Yeah, and it's different. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as they go back home, one of our homeboys get killed. And I'm gonna call them to see where they at. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like
Like they're going back to a war zone.
Yeah, it's
basically.
Just, man, listen, you leave, but I love Pensacola. Basically, for me, they say if you really pay attention to the Bible, a state of mind is everything. And so for me, like, I was literally in heaven when I got to Tuscaloosa. Like, my state of mind was living heaven on earth. Like, like I didn't have to worry about getting shot at. I didn't have to worry about everybody pulling on me left or right. I didn't have to worry about if I messed up or if I did something wrong or if I went to the wrong place or turned down the wrong street. I didn't have to worry about that. So, like, it was a different culture shock, and it was just like I had to learn that wasn't. It was another part of life.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Like, I had to learn that.
And like I didn't grow up like that, but then you have certain people that condemn you for that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I want to talk about that too.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of that out there. It's a lot of shaming out there because you grew up a certain way. You didn't have to go through this, or you didn't. Your folks put you in a position that you didn't have to live through that. So I want to get on that when we come back. Listen, this is the roast with TR3 for to pay a couple of bills. Hey, y'all go by Eggers Bakery and go get y'all some cakes, chocolate chip, strawberry cakes, cupcakes. They got caramel cakes down there. They're actually hiring right now, and they starting off pretty good too. So y'all might want to go check
all locations.
All locations. I need some good quality workers though. All locations. I mean, you'll be done by 4:00. You got the night to yourself.
So if you have the desire to work at Alabama's best bakery, apply now and become a member of their winning team. And we will be back.
Welcome back with the roast with TR3. I was reading up earlier today, and I'm looking at it again. Michael Jordan donates $10 million to Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh wow!
For his 60th birthday. That's big. You really never see anything from Mike like that, so I'm glad he's doing more in the community now, and he's doing a lot with the community. But and he probably does a lot more stuff behind closed doors that you never hear. But I'm glad he's out there in the public with it. But I think.
You don't hear nothing from Michael Jordan half the time.
I mean, some people just. I don't know. I mean, some
It's
people
just
feel
me.
like, I got my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And I think when it comes to giving back, I don't think it don't have to always be money. I feel like
No.
wisdom,
It could be
spending
time.
time, yeah, spending time, wisdom, um, giving out direction, to get to the next thing, putting you in the right place. So I think this is a great thing that Michael's doing. It's big for the Make a Wish Foundation. Um,
That's another favorite charity of mine.
what you think about that, Reg, Mike?
Nah, that's fire, man. For him to do that, because like you said, you don't hear too much from Mike, man. And I wish Mike had like his own basketball camp that he does. I don't know if he does it still or used to do it, but man, I'd love to see him do a camp for kids, man. And don't hold the knowledge in, man. Pass the knowledge down that you know, and help out the next one, you know. So that's what it's all about, man. That's what I was taught when I first got to Bama, man. From like C.J. Mosley and Nico Johnson. Like I spent a lot of time with Nico, man, my freshman year, and he was,
Nico, a great person to
man,
learn from, man.
great, man. And he was just passing the knowledge down, man. And he just always told me, man, like it's my duty to pass it down to the next one. So the next generation, like the next set of linebackers can enhance it. You know what I'm saying? Like what he passed down to CJ, then he passed down to me, then what I passed down to Ruben, and what Ruben passed down to Sean Deion Hamilton, what Sean Deion Hamilton passed down to Rashawn Evans, and like so, like that's our duty, man, is to pass it down and keep helping the next generation get better and enhance and make everything better, man. So I think that's what we get away from nowadays. Like everybody want to keep everything bottled up, man, and
I think that's my biggest issue with Michael Jordan, I guess, because it's like and maybe he's doing it behind the scenes, or he doesn't want to put it
maybe,
out
yep.
there, but and I'm hoping that's the case, but I don't see any passing on the knowledge type of thing, like you said. I haven't seen that from him, and
I,
there's a backstory to that, but I'm not gonna go into that.
I think with Mike, he got his ones.
Yeah, that's what it might be.
Yeah, I think he got his one because he passed off a lot of knowledge to Kobe. He passed off a lot of knowledge. I mean, he works with Charlotte all the time. He even practices with them sometimes. Um, I know him and Gilbert Arenas kind of. I don't say they got into it, but they kind of went back and forth on a couple things. But I think with Mike, it's just like, and I seen something about Kobe. He was saying, man, they was asking Kobe like why he's so hard on those guys. He was like,
Mhm.
why not? Like if I'm up here putting in all this time and the hours, and I'm at this age, and these rookies come in there and think that they ain't got to work or put in the time to get to where I want to be or get to where they want, and to be great. Like I got another thing coming. So why slack up on somebody else?
Yeah.
Because now at the end of the day, like I'm not doing my due diligence of helping him out because I'm letting him slack. I'm letting him be able to say I missed this basket. I get the next one. Not make that
Mhm.
basket. If you miss that shot, shoot it 900 times
Right, till you get it right.
till you get it right.
Yeah.
Like people say this all the time. Practice make perfect. No, you got to be practicing until you can't get it wrong
Right.
and keep going. And so, man, I just feel like with Mike, man, I feel like he has a different way of teaching people, and there's different ways of understanding him too. Because
Mhm.
look, people see LeBron, right? And I'm a big LeBron fan, but everybody's not don't handle stuff the way LeBron did. LeBron is the biggest icon when it comes to giving back, being on the court, handling business off the court, putting his hands in things that we never seen done on this platform
Mhm.
that he has had.
Right.
So he's taught us a lot, and so I think that we get spoiled, and we want everybody to be a LeBron James on the way that he does stuff.
But
And then
everybody
at
can't
that,
be like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
then at
get
that
it.
too, with that, LeBron put a big target on his back, and that's why people hate LeBron. on his greatness, and they want him to fail because he has done all this great stuff, and so people don't.
He's consistent.
But you know what? That's a sick thought process to put a target on somebody back for doing.
But that's like you see, but you see that with anything.
Yeah,
though.
you do.
People can't stand people who are successful. People couldn't
You are
stand
100% correct.
the New England Patriots. People couldn't stand the UCLA when they was doing their thing in the early '60s and '50s. You know,
People couldn't stand Muhammad Ali.
man, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't get why people can't stand greatness, but a lot of the times people can't stand it
Because they can't be
they
that.
can't understand it. Why? What makes them so good? What makes them who they are? And they're constantly winning and being successful and at the front of the pack.
They work different. They work when people are not working. They work when people are asleep. Like they work when when they hurt and injured. So you talk about Kobe. You talk about him breaking his fingers coming out, his shoulders coming out of place. He go to the left hand instead of shooting with the right hand. Like it's a lot that them guys have went through. So that's why I never be like, oh, I don't like Michael Jordan. I don't like no. I'm a fan of greatness.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm a fan of success, and when I mean success is built on making people around you great too. Like making.
And that's my point. I'm not hating on his success. I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to eat, but pass it on.
Yeah, but I feel like this too, right? And I know we gotta take a break. We're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna tell you a story about Emmitt Smith because a lot of people from Pensacola don't get the kind of recognition they're supposed to be getting, and a lot of people hate on Emmitt Smith in Pensacola. And so when we get back, I'm gonna tell you why.
Right.
But it's a story behind all of it, and it is what it is. But listen, we'll be right back with the second hour, man. The first hour already over with, man. We'll be right back with the ropes with TR3.
We'll be back.
The Ropes with TR3. Two-time national champion, three-time All-American, 2011 SEC Offensive Player of the Year, Heisman finalist, and Alabama's first Doak Walker Award winner with 49 touchdowns and 4,590 yards. Third pick of the 2012 NFL Draft to the Cleveland Browns. Also doing a stint with the Indianapolis Colts. Trent Richardson can do it all under the brightest lights, uniting legends of the game to show you the ropes. Train your body and mind with former Alabama wide receiver, 2009 national champion, Coach Mike McCoy. Develop a championship mentality with two-time national champion, 2015 SEC Player of the Year, Super Bowl winner with the Chiefs, Reggie Ragland. Featuring King of the Stage, comedian legend Jermaine Funny Mane Johnson, and 1992 national champion Antonio Langham. You are your way out. Live from AVX Studios in downtown Birmingham, The Ropes with TR3.
Welcome back with the ropes with TR3. This is the second hour, and I want to jump into this real quick, man. Long time assistant coach John Mitchell announced his retirement from coaching Wednesday. So this is the 29 season in the NFL with the Pittsburgh, in the NFL. He played at Bama. He coached at Bama in 1975.
The first black player?
Nah, what was that?
Then Wilbur.
Oh, he was the
part
first.
of that first class.
He was part of that first class. Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he gonna talk that stuff to you too. Them old school players don't play.
And that's the thing that he's coming back to them. So I believe he's moving back to Birmingham.
I think like everybody moves back to Birmingham when they finish doing whatever they're doing, their career.
Birmingham is a place where it ain't too big, it ain't too small. It's just right.
That's right.
It's just where the money resides. Where the money resides.
yeah.
Where the money
Hey.
I'm with you when
you're right.
Yes,
You know, I can't even argue with that. You're actually right.
I'm with you when you're right, man. I think it's a lot of opportunity out here too.
It is.
But going back to Coach Mitch, they call him Coach Mitch. He was able to, coach with Coach Tomlin. He got 2 championships with him. I think that's big. For him to be with a program with 29 years or something. I know 20. He was with him 27.
He was within 29 years, almost 30.
Yeah, 29 years,
Wow.
almost 30. He's been coaching in the NFL since 1990. Wow. He was with the Browns for 3 years. Then he went over there to the Steelers. And y'all know how that relationship is with the Browns and the Steelers. Like that's like
Rivalry.
a big rivalry. It's almost
Yeah.
like Alabama and Auburn. Probably not on that big of a scale, but it's a big scale. You talk about NFL football.
Yeah.
But man, you know, to be able to have a career like he's done had over 30 years with one program,
That's
almost
so-
unheard of.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's unheard of.
That's that old school type. I believe in you. I got your back. You know, type situation. And he was never the head coach. So to be assistant coach for that long, that's huge.
That just shows the type of respect he has, and that just shows you how the Pittsburgh Steelers take care of their own, man. Like you always see in the league, like all the players going back to the games and being taken care of, but you don't see that around a lot of teams in the NFL. You know, I know the Chiefs are like that.
Patriots are like that.
Yeah. Buffalo is too. So, but you don't see that around like a lot of teams, a lot of players come back.
Yeah.
You know, so I love for NFL teams and organizations to do that, man. Like guys like us built the organizations up. Like, yeah, y'all might have started it, but we enhanced it and made it better. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see more organizations do that.
And I'm watching this news right now, man. It's been a lot of stuff going on with these trains. Over three crashings on the railroads, man. You got trains full of gas and all type of stuff, man. You know, I'm praying for everybody, bro, to stay safe. But it got to be something behind this. You know, this is just not a mistakenly thing. I'm talking about this is something that haven't happened over years. Like if you ever watched that movie, what's the movie called? Unstoppable. With Denzel.
With Denzel, yeah.
Like how precise they are on the timing, the machinery, you know, where this train's going, you know, why haven't he, you know, slowed down? Like they control all of that. And they're able to see all that. So this is scary.
It's a lot going on. Like you were saying, Reggie, about they burning down like the farms,
the chicken farms.
The chickens, man.
But not only that, they're like destroying farms where they have cattle. They're trying to, like, there's only a few black farmers. They're trying to run them out of town by poisoning their cattle and things like that. So there is something going on. And then you have a lot of, what do you call it, overseas companies buying farms here, just buying out the farmers here. For what reason? You got Bill Gates buying up all this property, all this farming property. So you just kind of have to keep your eyes open and pay attention to what's going on, and then, you know, try to prepare for whatever's coming. Not fear, because fear isn't going to have you on a low frequency, and then all kind of hell will break loose. And that's with everybody. But just keep your eyes open and look at things that's not normal. Like you said about the trains, that's not normal. And then it's happening like what, every other day?
South Carolina, Texas,
not normal.
and Ohio.
Within what, a couple of days? Not normal.
No, not normal at all.
Down there about your way, ain't it? In Houston.
Yeah, it is, man. But it's so crazy. I was watching a video today of a guy trying to boil some water, man, in his house, and you just saw the toxic fumes and like the poison inside the water. Him trying to boil it, like that's helping him. That ain't right, man. I don't know what it is.
I don't even use water out the sink.
But like
to
you said,
cook with or drink or anything.
Ain't no reason to have fear.
No.
Just be careful, be prepared, and train yourself for whatever happens.
But that's what everything you're seeing, they're hoping for all the fear. The more people, the more fear you put in more people, the more frequency it goes. The more people are running on low frequency, and then that gives them room to manipulate more and to destroy more. And that's what people don't understand. You got to go within. And I know that sounds corny, but you have to go within.
Most definitely.
and get in tune with yourself and who you are, and see. Then you start seeing things for what it really is. So
You got right now. You got a lot of railroad companies that pulling out of City Hall too. So you got
why is that?
yeah. I know we get a lot of supplies by the railroads. Like that's
A
been
lot.
going on for decades.
We rely heavily on railroads. So what are y'all destroying?
Yeah, so
One
I
of-
supply and demand. Like
All I know is they got toxic fumes and air killing fish in the water in Ohio.
And one of the main things is that this was supposed to be banned over a year ago. At least the amount of liquid natural gas that they had, that was banned during the Trump administration. As soon as Biden came into office, that was banned because of a train wreck that happened during administration back in 2018 that put Trump on heat. And so Biden came in and said, we're not going to do this anymore. A year later, this happens. And so the administration tried to stop it, but how do you stop it if even the president is trying to?
You ever heard of a saying, and I say this all the time, the left wing and the right wing is from the same bird? Keep that in mind.
The left wing and the right wing
Are from the same bird.
You got to explain that to me.
Yeah, we went to public school.
Democrats and Republicans all playing together. But on the media and everywhere else, it looks like they're at odds. Because you say, you got right wingers are considered Democrats, left wingers are considered Republicans, or however you want to call it. But that left wing and that right wing is from the same bird.
Okay.
They all eating. We're not.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. They want us to fight. They want us to fight each other. They want us to have all these race wars and all this other stuff. And while we're fighting, they laughing. Look at them. Look at them out there.
Mm-hmm.
Throw them some crumbs. Take everything away from them. Let them keep fighting. Let's keep putting out all that race stuff. And then while we're fighting, and we all going to the same jobs, doing the same things, trying to provide for our families the same way, why are we fighting each other? When we stop fighting, things start getting done.
That's what, at least in the early 2000s, when Michael Jackson had "We Are the World" superbowl.
Mm-hmm.
What's changed over the last 20 years over the media perception or creating something through media?
What?
Or is creating a distance between us? Like you're saying, we were united back in the 90s, 2000s. I don't know what's happened over the last 10, 20 years.
It's a ghost.
Lisa, you finna make me run up out the damn studio. Hey,
don't be scared. I got y'all.
Hey,
you got to be scared of who breathing, not who dead. Real talk.
On the way it's going, some of the stuff we put in there, it might wake them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're always around. But no, that's just how I look. I look at things way on the outside of the spectrum. I don't join no groups and go into no pods of this and that, and I'm this way and I'm that way, because I see everything for what it is. And everything is just a setup. It's a setup for us to all fail and others to win. A little 1% to win.
That's why you can't give up, man.
You can't. You can't, and you can't let it fear you, like going in the house and staying in the house and I'm scared and all this stuff. No,
man, y'all stay. We're gonna keep y'all updated about the game. Reg, I know you watching the game right now on your phone. Who winning right now, man? Alabama and Tennessee playing right now. Give me.
Yeah, 11-10. Brandon Miller just hit a 3.
So we too far behind.
No, we down.
No, I thought you said Brandon just hit a 3.
Yeah, but we down by 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that ain't too bad.
Playing at Tennessee, environment is gonna be crazy, of course. But I think, and I'm rooting for my guys to pull it out, and I think we will, man. But listen, I know we got to take a break.
And you forgot to tell me about the Emmett Till. I mean, not Emmett Till. Jesus, he must be here. Emmett Smith. Emmett Smith.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I'm about to say. Look here. I gotta tell you about. I'm gonna tell y'all off camera.
Okay.
All right, listen, we gotta take a break, man. We can get back into the Emmett Smith story, and I got something to talk about. When Stephen A. said something today, and I did not like what he said.
A lot of stuff I don't like.
I didn't appreciate it. Listen, we'll be right back, man, with the ropes with TR3, the two-page talk.
Happy.
Live from AVX Studios in downtown Birmingham, The Ropes with TR3.
The new year is here and tax time is just around the corner. It would be a great time to purchase your new home. Capco Builders is a company who has been building manufactured homes for the last 20 years. If you are in the state of Alabama, go by and see one of our local retailers today. J&J Homes in Coleman, Repo Land in Albertville, Oxford Housing in Oxford, Freedom Homes in Jasper, Miller Homes in Opelika, Discount Home Sales in Enterprise, Spartan in Summerdale, Daystar in Sylacauga and Clanton, and always remember, Cabco Builders, where quality comes first.
Stephen, they sound crazy, man. I'm sorry. I can't let this go by like this, man. He talking about Coach Reed call the plays. Okay, cool. Coach Reed is an offensive minded guy. Of course, he's going to be in there game planning and helping be in there because he's been doing it for X amount of years, like calling plays. Okay, cool. But if you at practice, EB is calling the plays the whole time. Mm-hmm. Coach Reed just sits there and say, "Okay, cool. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it a little different this way." But he's not there in Patrick's ear calling the plays. I can't stand these analysts that are not in the picture.
Got a lot to say.
But like you said, got a lot to say. Like Coach Reed has said, EB deserves to be a head coach. How is he holding him back?
This is the problem I have with Steve. You ain't played the game. You never was in these huddles, in these meetings with these guys. So it's like, bro, like you have no voice when it comes to talk about somebody getting held back because of Andy Reid. Like how? Who says this man can be a head coach? That's a big responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge leap. Like, and if you can take it on, take it on. But don't just go out there and be a head coach to get fired. No, you're trying to be a head coach to go win. You're trying to be a head coach to put these guys in a better situation. Put yourself within a better situation. I'm not trying to go be no head coach just to have the title. No, that ain't happening.
And if you know EB will be a hell of a head coach, man. He knows how to lead men. Like he understands what we go through. He played at Colorado, played with the Miami Dolphins, played in the league, coached in the league. So he understands. So how can you sit here and say it's somebody else holding them back? We all know why Coach EB is not getting an opportunity, man, because it's a buddy league, man, and if you're not best friends with this guy, they're not gonna give you that opportunity.
Yeah, and then another thing too is like, bro, like, man, listen.
So I gotta say this straight. You lose the Super Bowl, and your two coordinators get head coaching jobs.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. It don't make sense. It's not gonna make sense. They don't want it to make sense,
right?
Man. Like he didn't prove it. This as a coordinator for at least for the past 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
First year Patrick became starting QB.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Second year, we went to the Super Bowl. Patrick's third year, we went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth year, went to AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
This year, Patrick what?
He won it again. My thing is, bro, like don't discredit.
It's like right in your face.
Okay. Yeah. Except the only time Patrick was successful was his first year when he wasn't playing.
Right.
And we had Alex Smith.
Yeah. But my thing is, man, like Stephen A, bro, you get a lot of respect around this world. Don't discredit somebody that has the pedigree and has uplifted a brother, somebody that's been dearly tremendously like big to his career too. Right. Like, come on, man. Like, he's not telling this man, you can't go be a head coach. Like, or it's not, he's not, trust me, he's putting his names in the conversation for head coaches. Why would he hold them back?
Right.
Like, why? Like, that's big on his coaching tree. Like, who got the best coaching trees? Belichick. Probably one of the best of all. Who was the head coach when Belichick was when Belichick was the defensive coordinator in the Browns? Who was
Nick Saban?
Nuh-uh.
No. Say was DB coach, wasn't
Yeah, Nick was the DB coach. Belichick was the defense coordinator. And no,
No,
was Belichick the head coach?
yeah, he was the head coach.
But other than, Bill Parcells,
Mm-hmm.
like look at the coaching tree. Like you, Jim Schwartz. I forgot about Jim Schwartz. But you get
Yeah, he was like an analyst.
Yeah, you get your
Coach
flowers. You get your flowers because of that too, bro. Like that's part of my story. Like Kirby Smart over there doing good. That's part of Nick's story. Pruitt got a head coaching job.
Mel Tucker.
Man, listen, bro.
Michael Loxley. What's his name in Miami? Well, right now.
Cristobal.
Dan Lanning with Oregon.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Who else? Florida.
Jim McElwain.
No, not Jim too.
Billy Neighbors. Like, but come on, bro. Like, listen, you can't blame somebody else, bro, for this man not getting an opportunity, bro. And he's putting it out there every year with this man. He's letting them folks know that I ain't doing this by myself. I can't see a coach right now that's been successful in the league or in college football to sit there and say,
doing it alone.
Did this.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
I did this.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be a leader.
Nope.
He ain't gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna win. You never seen Nick Saban say, well, I called the defense, I called this offense, I called the special team, I led the meeting. Nah, bro. That ain't how it works, because at the end of the day, it take a village and take a team and it take a unity. Right. They got to be united in this stuff, bro. Like, it's nowhere in hell I can say that I'm doing this by myself on our show. Because I need Reggie, I need Elisa, I need Smitty, I need a Langham, I need a Funny Man, I need a Mike McCoy. Like that, like I can't do it by myself.
Need everybody to make it work. Period.
I can lead it. I can go be,
I can lead him to water, but I can't make him think now.
Come on, man. Like, don't do that, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't get it, man. But it's just like that frustrated me when I heard that this morning. And it was just like, bro, what are you talking about, man? Like, how you gonna blame that on Andy Reid? Let him enjoy his cheeseburgers, bro.
He can't.
That's all he wanted. He wanted to go eat his cheeseburgers and enjoy his Super Bowl. Because breaking news, he's supposed to be coming back next year again.
Miserable people always got something to say.
Misery loves company.
Exactly.
He coming back.
Yeah, they say Andy coming back.
Come on, Big Red.
They said they'll have him. He coming back.
Oh yeah, they gonna come back.
Yeah,
it ain't no way for them. If Brett Veach, the GM, does that, that's gonna be the dumbest thing
man ever. Why would you tell somebody who just gave you 2 Super Bowls and been to the AFC
in the past 4 years?
In the last 4 years, been an AFC
for the
game.
Past 5 years, you went to the AFC Championship game.
Come on, man.
You really should. I should have 2 rings right now. I should have 2. But you know what? Look, I can't complain, man. When all I asked for was just 1. I can't complain. I'm blessed and thankful. I'm highly favored, man. My parents got the opportunity, and my family got the opportunity to go to a Super Bowl and watch me play. They sat next to MC Hammer. Hammer, I am.
Don't hurt him.
Pumps in the bumps,
man.
Pumps in the bumps.
And they was up there just going back and forth, talking stuff with MC Hammer. Like, and then the day my mom and them got to the hotel, like they drove down from Alabama. They all hopped in the van and came down. My brother and them, and then when I took them to their room, man, my mom started crying.
Oh.
We opened up the door to her room and she walked on the balcony. Got to see the view of Miami and all that at the hotel. Like, that's why I do it.
Yeah.
Like, I love the game, don't get me wrong, but I do it for them to be able to experience things that they never got to experience.
And see that joy in their face.
That's why I do it.
That's what I live for. My family.
I spent what I had to spend to get them there.
My family, my friends, just making people happy. And I know that sounds corny, but that's me. What were you gonna tell us about Emmitt Smith?
We gotta take a break when we get back.
Every time I ask him, you gotta take a break.
We went way over. We gotta take a break. Listen, when we get back, I would tell you about the Emmitt story. Because definitely that's always been dear to my heart, because it chews me up when I hear stuff.
His dad just passed.
No, he been passed.
Oh, he did? I just saw a picture up there of him. I guess he was just giving memories of him.
Yeah. No, I think a couple of years now.
Okay.
My grandma drove the city bus with him over 40 years. In Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yeah, they was like best friends.
Wow.
But listen, we'll be back with the ropes with TR3.
Be back.
Welcome back with the ropes with TR3. Reggie, give us an update.
Right now, the Tide is down 18-19 with 11. So the Tide are down 18-22 with 5 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the game. It just seems like we shooting ourselves in the foot with crazy not penalties, but turnovers, man, and now Sears just got a foul down for using the shoulder. So man, like we can do better, but we just shooting ourselves in the foot. Like man, it doesn't matter where you playing at. Like I get it, the crowd can get their energy, man. If you're a beast and you're a dog, you're gonna go down there, walk in that trap, and take over that trap. You know what I'm saying? Like Bankroll Fresh used to say, R.I.P. to my guy. So, but man, I think the Tide still gonna get it done, man. We just
Are they
can't
known
keep
that-
shooting ourselves in the foot.
Are they known as the second half team?
Yeah,
They come back after that second half.
yeah.
They were
definitely.
drawing Auburn last time. They came back and was beaten by 10.
Okay, yeah, I just thought they were second half. I've watched them play a couple of the games. It looked like they're a second half team.
Yeah, but you gotta have guys stepping up though. Like you
True.
said, we had Ragland stepping up last game. He had like 15, 16 points, and Brett only had like 13. So yeah, we just gotta keep having guys step up, man. And when all the guys, the playmakers are making plays. Like right now, we got another turnover, so we just shooting ourselves in the foot.
While we on basketball, man, let's talk a little bit NBA real quick. KD to the Suns. How big of that trade is?
I think it's smart as far as Brooklyn and KD because there's too much turmoil going on up there with the Nets, man. And it gives everybody a fresh start for the game, and I think that's big for the Suns to finally probably try to get over that hump. But they had to give up Markel Bridges, and that was a big piece for it. But I think if KD gonna do what he do, the Suns will be a tough out in the playoffs.
Do you think do you think the teams that Kevin Durant has been a part of, as far as his winnings, or even his teams that he's been a part of, like, do you think it's Kevin Durant's fault? Do you think it's just his fault that he's not winning in championships and not Golden State?
Okay, so this is the only superstar we give excuses for.
Which one?
Kevin Durant.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the only superstar we give excuses for.
Why is that?
Everybody talk about how good of his. I mean, I know he's a great shooter, but everybody talk about how great of a scorer he is.
I still think about the time he's up 3-1 against Warriors.
You talking about he took that last jumper and he could have just laid it up?
No. I still think about they up in the series.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the Warriors come back to win the series, and then you leave OKC and go. No, you ain't supposed to. It don't go down like that, player.
Wow.
It don't go down like that. And everybody want to talk about LeBron, but LeBron left a losing situation or a winning situation, went to a losing situation. Miami Heat weren't winning.
They sure were not.
They weren't winning.
I'm a Heat fan. I know.
They wasn't winning. And what people don't realize about LeBron, KD went to college. LeBron didn't have that luxury of I'm gonna get recruited or I'm gonna take my talents to this place or having a signing day. Like, that man's living in his moment. He's been a kid. Like,
he went from high school to NBA
straight
on. Wow, that's an accomplishment.
They criticized LeBron for doing that and didn't say nothing about KD.
But people pick and choose what they want to. You know
KD
what I mean?
is one of the biggest superstars in the world. Like, far as I mean, not even just
probably the best scorer of all time.
Yeah.
That thing, like the different ways of scoring, being 7 foot and can shoot.
Yeah. They just, I feel like you said, they choose and they pick their battles with who they want to. But it's like, man, how can y'all criticize LeBron? That's why I say LeBron has built this thing on a different level and been able to focus on a different level because at the end of the day, none of them guys handle what LeBron has had to go through. With the regular season, with him being the face of the league, LeBron being the face of the league now. I mean, really since. What I'm talking about before Everybody talking about him since he got in the league. Before he got in the league, he got in the league in 03. No, it was 02 or 03.
03.
03. I think it was the same year that Jordan retired.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he played a year with Jordan.
Okay, yeah. It was right around that same time. Yeah.
They played a year with Jordan.
It was like how he treated Kobe. He was almost putting that to the next level. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like them guys don't give LeBron his respect. Like I was looking at something they were saying that they booed LeBron at the Super Bowl. Like, come on, bro. Like, have some respect. I'm telling you, once this man retires, once he's done with basketball, and I think he's going to retire at a place where he's going to be better than anybody in the league.
That's not gonna be so watered down.
Man, what?
Here's my question though. Everybody criticized him, right? Has he failed yet?
No.
Okay, so that's what you got to realize.
What people call failing with LeBron is not winning a championship. That's what people call him, failing with LeBron.
Ain't nothing.
So
He's still
his stature is way different than what people, that I guess regular football or basketball or baseball stars have. Because they, feel like if you don't win a championship, it's a bust. Like he's a bust. Not just the year. He's a bust.
He's not a boss.
He's winning on the court and off the court, man.
And that's my point. The more people criticize you and talk bad about you, the more you excel because that energy that they're doing to make you fail is doing nothing but making you grow. That's why I like people talk about me. Keep talking. Keep winning. Simple as that. Emmett Smith story.
Okay, Emmett Smith story. We're going through that. Are we taking a break, Smitty? All right, we're gonna roll through it. All right, so Emmett Smith story, right? Like my whole life, I was taught by the people around our hometown that man, we don't like Emmett Smith, man. Damn Emmett Smith. He made somebody sign. He made somebody pay for an autograph, and it's just like, wait, what? He don't do nothing for the city. So my rookie, no. I'm in high school. Emmett would call me all the time before the game. Call me. We were at the same high school, had the same coach. He would call me. His uncle was my coach too. Just like, hey, I remember he called me one time, bro. And it was, and they were like, oh shit, shoot, this Emmett.
Yeah.
He said, man, hey, know who you talking to, right? I said, yes, sir. He said, it's $55 million man right now. You need to get here. I need to see you. And that's all he had to say to me. He said, man, go put on for me. Go break another record for me. But like hearing stuff like that motivated me because it was hard to fill them shoes. But I want to do everything bigger and better than what Emmett did it.
Yes, sir.
And so
he's paying back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He would call me all the time just to check on him and make sure that, I was doing what I had to do on the field, working hard. You all right?
Yeah, Brandon just made this cat fall. But we missed the layup though. My fault, y'all.
You good? But Emmett was telling me the story because I was in Dallas for his charity event, his golf tournament he do every year. He'll do like a big charity gala where he had like all these different corporations come out there and he sit them at the table with everybody that he'll get his people to call you and see like what was your major, what do you want to get in? For me, when I was in high school, I was asking him, what you go to school for? He said, commercial business. And so I got into it. And what Emmett do, he built these big skyscraper buildings all over Dallas, all over Texas for real. And he sell them off. Even with all the construction and stuff out there, it's probably Emmett doing the construction, like his company. And so I started getting into that stuff. That's what I went to school for.
So he's a developer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I started going to school. I went to school for that, but he had me at a table with Targets. It was Target somebody else, but it was like they would build these Targets out and sell them. So it was something I wanted to get into. But man, I think it was that first time I was there, I think it was Magic Johnson speaking. Man, he raised $1 million less than an hour for kids. Less than an hour. Really, to be real, when he started doing the bidding, it might have been 30 minutes. Like crazy. He donated it all to kids. Like that.
So
ain't,
how is he not giving back? That's just refuted what they said.
so this is what I'm going back to.
Yeah.
But he's doing this in Dallas.
Okay. I get it.
But nah, you don't get it yet because I'm gonna go back to it. He said, "Man, Trent, I was doing this in Pensacola. The city wouldn't get behind me." He said, "Man, all these alternatives I had, man, I had Bobby Bowden coming down, Dion, I had everybody come down there. The city wouldn't get behind me and come out to my event." He said, "Man, the last time I did it, I went in the room with my mama. I told him I was done with Pensacola. Like, how they gonna treat me like this?" He said, "Man, I do a lot of stuff in Pensacola. I just do it behind the scenes. I don't let it get out. They're gonna criticize me if I do, if I don't. So it is what it is." I said, "I love my hometown.
You move in silence.
Yeah, so I love my hometown, but bro, I can't do it. I done broke my back for this city."
I wonder why they didn't like get behind him though. Like that's well,
Because when you at home, when you around people
I think I
that
know.
knows you and you know are hand to hand with you. I mean, look, me and my business partner having a conversation about this the other day because I was like, "Man, I need to do more, for the shop." And she was just like, "Listen, it's Pensacola. Like people will share our stuff all the time, but won't come out. Like the people that share that, like say we have an event, that share the event on their Instagram and Facebook and won't show up."
Yeah.
And it was just like, come on, like I don't get that. But we'll go to their stuff and share their stuff, go to their stuff, contribute to them. It's enough money out here for everybody.
Yeah. They don't see it like that. Though.
Like, man,
so you can do good, but not better than me.
Yeah, like people hate,
and
on
I
a
don't want to
different
see
level.
you win. Yeah, it's hurt.
Yeah,
it's
they
hurtful.
don't want you to see you win.
It's hurtful. It's crab in a
bucket.
bucket. Yep. It is. It's sad, but I had experienced that so many times in my life. I just.
But
it's from my own
sad
people. That's the sad part
because
about it.
when you want something done, you either want it for free and you don't want to work for it. And
Exactly.
you talking about somebody going and breaking their back, getting surgeries, or putting all their money and time and effort and their resources into this thing.
But they don't see that part though.
But
And they
you
don't
can't
care
come out
to
and
see that.
support.
And they don't care to see that part.
Yeah,
And they figured if they don't come out and it looks like a little small crowd or you're not getting that support, okay, yeah, we taking money out of his pocket. They think that because that's what they want. And it's a sad state of being, but that's how some people are. People want to see you fail. People don't want to see you win.
And it's crazy because it be our people.
Our people.
Like,
that's the bad part about it.
And that's even with our family. Like, there's a lot of our family who don't come out and support our events.
Yeah.
It's a lot of our homeboys who really don't come out and support our events.
I've done a lot. I don't get the support from my family. And
but let somebody else do it. Like their ice is cooler than ours. Like that's like I never got that.
It's cool when they do it.
Yeah,
it's a problem when I do it.
Exactly.
But like I've never got that with and I say Pensacola because I'm from Pensacola.
Yeah.
And I love Pensacola to death, but it's like certain stuff, bro. Like we got to be able to come together. Like we got to be able to keep this stuff within us, a circle, and we can keep on feeding everybody.
Before I moved to Alabama, I moved from Fort Lauderdale back to West Palm Beach for a new IT job, and I tried to do the exact same thing you're doing, like putting people on with certain things, trying to make sure some people eat. And every turn, either I was bad mouth or you couldn't figure me out, so you made up a story about me to make me look bad. You know what I mean? Or like you said, you wanted something for free. So I just got beat down so much, and then I got support from some family members, but not all. So you just get to a point where you just get like not downtrodden, but it's disappointing. I'll put it that way.
That'd be the thing. I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, it's
like,
disappointment.
I don't even get in my feelings about it. It'd be like,
right.
Bro,
you're disappointed. It's like, wow. Yeah.
How? Why?
Exactly. But
like, you really did that? Like you really didn't show up, or we've been together
and
all
come up
day.
With a crazy excuse as to why not.
Yeah, you've been talking to me all day and didn't show up.
Yeah, but no, this is what happened. No, I don't even want to hear that.
But it's like, bro, like listen, I ain't got time for it.
And why they were with you all day? Were you footing the bill? Yeah, exactly. Look this way, sir. Trent.
It's just it's just so much out there, dog, that we can do for ourselves and we can help each other out. Like we just don't take advantage of the opportunity in the moment.
But you know what it is? Sometimes even with our people, you have to start picking and choosing the ones that are really genuine and just deal with those people and not the ones that want to see you fail. Because you can tell the ones that want to see you fail. You really can.
Man, I'm reading something right now, man. It says a mother claims her son was froze to death inside Walker County Jail in the kitchen, freezing.
I believe it. My nephew died in jail a couple of months back. And they wouldn't even let my sister come and see why.
Wait, hold on, what?
He froze to death in the freezer.
So a mother claims her son froze to death inside Walker County Jail kitchen freezer.
Mm-hmm.
So he done had to get beat up and thrown up in there.
He had to.
Yeah.
Tell me this. Why? That's crazy. Tell me this. Why has it been so many UFO sightings?
Because
you're a spirit person. You're an energy person.
I was getting ready to say something, but I don't want people to think, oh, she crazy.
Because this microphone move one more time, we're going to have a problem.
I didn't do it.
Former Ohio State football player found now guilty.
Players, plural.
Over raping a kid and kidnapping a 19-year-old woman.
So, I don't know much about it, but the court found him not guilty, right? Or when she came out and said they didn't do it. She came out and said it?
I don't know. I didn't even hear that story.
Cause that's a touchy subject and it's sensitive.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to women.
No, it says during the trial, it was contended by the attorneys that the woman accusing them of rape has consent to have sex with both men, but later,
so they saying it was consenting.
Yeah.
And now, what?
But now she's going back. She was going back and saying that it wasn't. But now she just went back and said that they never did it.
Man, come on. Hey, so
see things like that.
Hold on, Lisa. Let me say this.
It make it hard for the real
Come
victims.
on now, man. Like you, yeah, that makes it hard for the real victims. And it's sad. But when are they gonna start doing something to these people that's lying?
Right.
That's the problem I have. Right. Like when they gonna start doing something to people that's lying because something didn't go your way in the situation at hand, and now you mad and want to get in your feelings and say that this person did that and did this. Like you consented to that, and just because you got kicked out of school and now they ain't gonna have the opportunity to play ball no more. Because you and your feelings. When are we gonna start doing something to these folks that's lying?
Man, listen, I was put in a situation like that. Not like that, but a situation where I got lied on or I got blamed because I was the man in the situation. Everything got expunged and thrown out and all this other stuff. But I tell you what, nothing happened to the other person.
Oh no.
And the county talk.
Hey,
listen, man, listen. Yeah, we done had a great day, man. We on our hump day Wednesday, man. Listen, it's another great episode with the Ropes with TR3, Instagram, Twitter. You can find us on Facebook, on Bama Insider, YouTube. You can catch all the shows if you miss them on Spotify. Tune in tomorrow for another great show. And you already know more great conversation. At the end of the day, you know how I tell everybody, you are your way out.
Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.